Hey, it's Adam from CollectionDX, and today we're taking a look at Gemini Saga from the St. Cloth Myth line. Actually, specifically, it's the Hades version, or the Surplice version, if you're a fan and know the details of this former gold saint. This, of course, comes courtesy from Angles.com. As always, they send us our St. Cloth Myth product for reviews, and I super appreciate it. It's turned me into quite a fanboy of the series. So let's break this open and dive right in. Alright, so I got everything broken out here, and basically the short version of the story, you want a full history lesson on what's going on with this character and you don't know, by all means check the written review. The videos are only half the work. There are photos and a written text review as well over at CollectionDX.com. As well as a great community there, so check it out if you haven't already. But in a nutshell, 6 gold saints who had died previously in the series, or before the series had started, are all brought back to life by Hades, who is planning his great holy war against Athena, with the promise of being brought back to life in exchange for betraying Athena and bringing Hades Athena's head. And it appears through most of the Hades Sanctuary saga that is exactly what they're doing. What they did was indeed lied to Hades to use this time to try and deliver Athena's cloth to her, who they knew was going to be sort of taken prisoner, and because without her cloth she would not stand a chance against Hades, blah 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 blah. So what they did was, when they were brought back to the series, they were given sort of dark versions of their gold saint claws, and this is indeed the dark version of the Gemini cloth. And let's see here, before I get too into showing you what that stuff is looking like, I'm going to pick up the camera here and just show you real quick. You know, you get 2 trays in the book, and there's a bunch of extra hands, so in case you're curious what goes on with that. Also, got a metal plate. A lot of times Angles will send over the metal plates for me. And these are basically, these are collector's items as well. And yes, I'm quite aware as a collector, quote unquote, that you're not supposed to take these out of the package. Because you start handling these, you know, you're eventually going to get some fingerprints on them, they're shiny, they pick stuff up. So folks tend to buy 2 or 3 of these releases. Unfortunately, I'm not that kind of collector. I do take them out. I take care of my stuff, but I do take them out. So sometimes I use the metal plate, sometimes I don't. At this particular moment, this metal plate would go on the bottom of that base. They also make bases that have little circle indents where you could just take that part and put it there. But for right now, I'm not using them. I probably will be at some point. Also, something I wanted to show you. It's, again, you know, Bandai really puts a lot of thought in these. This is the back liner behind the trays, like so. I thought it was a nice touch because this is the tower with the clock from Sanctuary, where Athena's warriors train. And through the series, as the 12 temples are stormed by Hades' minions, each hour ticks away. So, and at the end of those 12 hours, their life goes away if they have not completed their objectives. So, also you of course get a full color booklet, so if you don't read Japanese, it's not a big deal. Everything's very clearly marked. Shows you exactly what goes where. And of course in the back side they'll show you what everything looks like finished, as well as all the St. Cloth Myth that have come out. And while I've got the camera here, I want to get in and get a better look. Alright, so here we go. Don't believe this is any sort of new sculpt on Gemini by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, so I wanted to get in here and get you a slightly better look at Gemini. I'll show you that in a moment. I do want to bring the cloth front and center. Get back there. So here you go, and basically it looks real similar. If you have the Gemini cloth, it's going to look very, very similar, but it is a completely new sculpt. The detail is different. The edges have been refined. I mean, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to break that out in a second and show it to you. But yeah, that's object mode. Each cloth, in this case surplice, Hades warriors wear surplices, Athena's warriors wear cloth. This is pretty much it. It kind of forms a statue mode when they're not being worn. We do not, however, see the Gemini surplice like this in its object mode. So, but we'll get you a better look at that in a moment. Now, come here, Gemini. I sometimes forget to kind of show this off. So when the character has long hair, basically there's a clip that attaches, and body's pretty much a type 3, adjustable at the waist, shoulders are ball joints, posable this way, blah blah blah. That's all pretty. The arm joints tend to be pretty consistent. All plastic with the exception of the die-cast metal feet. I tend to forget to mention the die-cast metal feet. There we go. Sorry, they're in there really stiff. They're on little pegs. This is also how you get the armor off. You have to pull the feet off. And they do indeed bend both ways. Forward, back, and they even have a joint in the front of the foot. Alrighty, so I've just kind of got these set up for you. Basically, we got both the regular Gold Saint version and, of course, the Hades version. And let's see here, I'm going to get in really close so you can take a peek. If you look at the detail on the chest, you can see the plates here are exceptionally different. So while it does look similar, again down here, it is a completely different sculpt. So something else of note, because Gemini being twins, and if you watch the series, Gemini Saga has a bit of a split personality issue. There is a good side and an evil side. Oh no. However, what's interesting is the way the cloth here is designed. For the Hades version, you can only display the evil face. So I thought that was interesting. And here's what they look like all together. This is what you get them for, so you can display them. Performing the Athena exclamation. So let's get you a better look at that. So as you can see, the extra joints come in handy, especially for Gemini. Get them in that kneeling pose. And here you have it. We got all of our saints, like I showed you doing the Athena exclamation. Either Gemini Saga, Aquarius, or Capricorn. Are all well worth getting. I really think the black and the purple really shows off. The really look sharp with these guys. So yeah, if you've not picked one up, I'm partial to these guys. And of course you can get them all at Angles, which is where I get all of my Saint Cloth myth. And as always, a big thanks to Ken. He takes care of me there, makes sure I get all the latest figures, and I do appreciate it. So till next time, I'm Adam. きらめく星座が